medical science. So we should not speak like this. Nearsightedness, these are the very normal terms है ना, स्कूल बच्चे भी जानते हैं. So we should know more than this. No. चलो डेफिनेशन नहीं, कोई बात नहीं. और क्या होता है मायोपिया में? नो टॉक्स यार. यस, images formed in front of retina, it is a half definition. और क्या होता है? Power of lens increases. Okay, this is the one cause. इसके अलावा और कुछ पता है मायोपिया के बारे में? क्या ट्रीटमेंट होता है इसका? कॉनकेव लेंस से. दिस इज गुड. Many of the students wrong answer in exams, है ना? Even this simple question, treatment of myopia, they can tell convex lenses. So treatment of myopia is concave lens. Sit down. Any other student want to describe about hypermetropia? Anyone else? What is hypermetropia? No. So we will start the class. Optics of human eye. Eye work as a camera. There are components of this camera: schematic eye and reduced eye, axis and visual angles, and optical aberrations. So as a camera, how it will act? Eyelid will act as a shutter, cornea will act as focusing system, lens again focusing system, iris will act as diaphragm, choroid will do the dark chamber, and retina is the light sensitive film. The components of the refractive system: the cornea, anterior chamber, iris and pupil, crystalline lens, and retina. Cornea, the region of refraction due to its curvature and significant difference in the refractive index of the ear and cornea. These two factors will cause the refraction at the level of cornea. The vertical diameter slightly less than the horizontal. What is the diameter of cornea? Anyone? What is the size of the cornea? Length and width? Cornea is 11.7 millimeter vertically, not 11.7 millimeter horizontally, and 11 millimeter vertically. So slightly horizontal diameter is more. Front apical radius 7.7 millimeter, and in dioptric value it is 48, around 48 diopter. Back apical radius is 6.8 millimeter or minus 5.88 diopter. So actual refractive index of cornea is 1.376. Power of cornea in dioptric value is 43 or 44 diopter, which is account for the 2/3 of the total power of the eye. Not optically homogeneous. Then anterior chamber. Anterior chamber is between cornea and iris. It is filled with the aqueous humor. Depth of the anterior chamber is different at different places. In center it may be up to 4 mm, or in periphery it is less. So depth of AC is 2.5 to 4 millimeter. Change in anterior chamber depth change the total power of the eye. 1 millimeter forward shift of the lens iris diaphragm increase the 1.4 diopter of the power, and refractive index of the aqueous is 1.336. Next is the iris and pupil. It regulates the amount of the light entering the eye by the increasing or decreasing the size of the pupil. In dim light, the size of pupil will increase, while in bright light, size of pupil will increase. So it will regulate the amount of the light entering in the eye. At 2.4 millimeter size of pupil, the best retinal images are obtained, as aberration and diffractions are balanced. So average size of the pupil is 2 to 4 millimeter. In a small pupil, depth of focus increases. concept used as pinhole test in diffraction. While large pupil, retinal images quality improve because more light entering, but size of blue circle increases. Another refractive surface is the crystalline lens. Thickness of lens at birth is less, and as the age increases, thickness increases. Radius of curvature anterior surface 10 mm, while at posterior surface 6 mm. Refractive index of the lens of the nucleus is 1.41, at the pole 1.385, at equator 1.375. Total power of lens is 15 to 18 diopter. Accommodative power also is there. At birth is maximum 14 to 16 diopter, which decreases as the age advances. At 25 year it will remain 7 to 8 diopter, and at 50 year it will be 1 to 2 diopter. So lens account about 1/3 of the refraction of the eye, 2/3 by the cornea and 1/3 by the lens. Total power of eye is how much? Total power of eye is around 60 diopter, 58 to 60 diopter. So out of which 2/3 is by the cornea and 1/3 by the lens. The accommodation, what is accommodation? It provides a mechanism of focusing at different distances. While we are seeing the distant object or intermediate distance or near object, at that time accommodation will act when we will see the near objects. Okay. Optical changes in cataractal lens, when the cataract will occur in this crystalline lens. This crystalline lens is transparent structure. When cataract will develop, means opacity will develop in this lens. So what will happen? Visual acuity will decrease, myopic shift will occur, monocular diplopia, glare and color shift will be there. Another index is the vitreous, which is equal to aqueous. Then the last is the retina. It is the maximum resolving power of at fovea. So maximum visual acuity of the retina is the when the image will form at the fovea. Fovea is the center part of retina. A concave spherical surface with radius of -12 mm. Advantage of curvature of retina over plane images forming surfaces of cameras and optical instruments. The curved images formed by the optical system is brought in the right order. A much wider field of view is covered by the steeply curved retina. There are two types of eye: schematic eye and reduced eye. So in Gulston schematic eye, there are two principal foci, two principal points and two nodal points. While in Listing reduced eye, there are two principal foci, single principal point and single nodal point. Schematic and reduced eye, it is a theoretically optical specification of an idealized eye retaining average dimensions but omitting the complications. Useful for understanding ophthalmologic problems and conceptualizing the optical properties of human eye. To calculate cardinal points, the radii of curvature and distances separating the refracting surfaces must be known. So there are axes and visual angles. There are different axes and angles. We will discuss optical axis, visual axis and fixation axis. Optical axis is the line passing through the center of cornea, center of lens, and it meets the retina on the nasal side of fovea. And visual axis is the line joining the fixation point, nodal point and fovea. Fixation axis is the line joining the fixation point and center of rotation. So according to these lines, there are angles. Angle of alpha formed between the visual and optical axis at the nodal point. Angle gamma between the optical axis and fixation axis at the center of rotation, and angle kappa between the visual axis and pupillary line at the center of cornea. There are different aberrations: diffraction of light, spherical aberrations, chromatic aberrations, decentering, oblique aberrations and coma. Diffraction is the light of the bending of light caused by the edges of the aperture or rim of the lens. Spherical aberration, a convex spherical lenses reflect peripheral rays more strongly than paraxial rays. So peripheral rays are focused closer. Why it is less in human eyes? The human cornea is periphery flatter than center. In human lens, central portions have greater density and greater curvature, and iris block the peripheral rays. Only paraxial rays enter the system, so spherical aberrations are minimum in the human eye. Another aberration is the chromatic aberration. Different color of light have different focal length, as the refractive index of media varies with the wavelength of the incident light. So different color of light will focus at different points. Why it is less in human eye? Due to narrow spectral sensitivity, band of the long and mid wavelength cones, and fovea, lack of blue cones. So chromatic aberration is also very minimal in normal human eye. Decentering, lens is usually decentered, but corneal center of curvature is situated about 0.25 mm below the axis of lens, so it is clinically insignificant in human eye. Oblique aberrations, when the object is in peripheral visual field, a thin incident narrow pencil of rays enters limited by the pupil. Peripheral portion of lens form the Sturm's conoid, so two line of foci are formed. Minimum in human lenses due to curvature of retina. So oblique aberration is there. Coma is the different areas of the lens from the foci in plane other than the chief focus, producing a coma effect in images plane from the point source of light. So these are the different aberrations which can blur your image. Now we come to the emmetropia. What is emmetropia? When the light rays coming from the infinity are focused at the level of retina, and when accommodation at rest. Why accommodation? Because accommodation will change the refractive power of eye. So in ideal condition, when accommodation at rest, the rays coming from the infinity must be focused at the level of retina. That condition is called emmetropia. So three factors are responsible for this image to focus on retina. One is the power of cornea, second is the power of crystalline lens, and third is the axial length of the eye wall. Axial length is the means anterior posterior diameter of the eye from the center of cornea to center of retina. That axial length is normally 24 to 25 millimeter. If this will increase or decrease, it will cause axial myopia or axial hypermetropia. Depend on the size. Like this, if cornea has this curvature, so if the curvature of cornea changes, it will call curvatural myopia or hypermetropia. And another is the index. Index of the medium, either cornea or lens or aqueous or vitreous. If it will change, it will cause again axial myopia or hypermetropia. So these are the etiology of the refractive error. You are well aware of this diagram of eye. Anteriormost is there are three coats of the eye. What are the three coats of the eye? खड़े होके बोलो. What are three coats of the eye? तो पढ़ा चुके ना सर तुमको एनाटॉमी की क्लासें हो चुकी तुम्हारी. Three coats of the eye: outer coat, middle coat and inner coat. Outer coat is made up of cornea anteriorly and sclera peripherally. Middle coat anteriorly iris and ciliary body, and posteriorly choroid, and inner coat is made up of retina. So in this picture you can see outer coat, the white layer, the middle coat in blue layer, and inner coat in red color. Okay, and between lens and retina is the vitreous humor, and anterior chamber is situated between the posterior surface of cornea and anterior surface of iris. Okay, and posterior chamber कहाँ होता है? Where is posterior chamber? Anterior chamber है तो posterior chamber भी होगा. Between posterior surface of iris and anterior surface of lens. है ना. There are two terms, anterior chamber and posterior chamber. One another term is the anterior segment and posterior segment. What is anterior segment? Anterior segment including structures up to the lens. Structures including lens or anterior to it means lens, iris, anterior chamber and cornea. These structures will come in anterior segment. In posterior segment, vitreous and retina. Understood or not? There are two terms, ना. एक तो anterior segment and posterior segment. Another is the anterior chamber and posterior chamber. Anterior chamber, posterior chamber दोनों ही in front of lens होते हैं ना. And iris will divide these. है ना. In front of iris is the anterior chamber. In behind the iris is the posterior chamber. While posterior segment is behind the lens. Okay. Now we come to the refractive error. Ametropia is the refractive error is present. Emetropia and ametropia. Na? Ametropia means when the light is not focusing at the level of retina. Na? So myopia again nearsightedness. Hyperopia is farsightedness. presbyopia is not a refractive error है ना. लेकिन कई बार अपन इसको रिफ्रैक्टिव एरर के साथ ही पढ़ा देते हैं ना. बट इट इज नॉट ए रिफ्रैक्टिव एरर, इट इज एज रिलेटेड डिक्रीज इन द अकोमोडेशन पावर ऑफ द लेंस है ना, विच स्टार्ट एट द एज ऑफ 40 ईयर. सो इट इज नॉट ए रिफ्रैक्टिव. रिफ्रैक्टिव एरर में तीन ही चीज़ आएंगी, मायोपिया, हाइपरमेट्रोपिया एंड एस्टिग्मेटिज्म. Astigmatism is that curvature of the cornea or lens is not spherical and therefore causes the image blur on the retina. Another term is anisometropia, when the refractive power difference between the two eyes is more than 2 diopter है ना. एक आई के पावर -4 डायोप्टर है, एक की -2 है और -1.5 है, और that condition is called anisometropia. Then the refractive status of the two eyes different more than 2 diopter. Anisokenia is the difference of the image size between the two eyes as perceived by the patient. Aphakia is the absence of the crystalline lens, and pseudophakia is presence of the artificial lens in the eye. Now we come to the first type of refractive error, that is myopia. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है, एग्जाम में जगह जगह पूछा जाएगा तुमसे, थ्योरी में भी पूछा जाएगा, प्रैक्टिकल में पूछा जाएगा, इंस्ट्रूमेंट भी पूछे जाएंगे है ना. तो रिफ्रैक्टिव एरर तो सबको अच्छे से आनी ही चाहिए, कहीं ना कहीं पूछी ही जाएगी पूरे एग्जाम में, ये मान के चलो. ए फॉर्म ऑफ रिफ्रैक्टिव एरर इन विच द पैरेलल रेज ऑफ लाइट एंटरिंग द आई आर फोकस्ड इन फ्रंट ऑफ द रेटिना विद अकोमोडेशन बीइंग एट रेस्ट. सो दीज ब्लू रेज ऑफ blue lines coming and are focusing in the front of the retina. That condition is called myopia. So you will see in this picture, near objects are seen clearly while distant images are blurred. Etiological type I already told, axial myopia, which is most common due to the increase in the anterior posterior length of the eyeball or axial length of the eyeball. What is normal axial length? I told just now 24 to 25 millimeter. So when it will increase, it will cause myopia. If it will decrease, it will cause hypermetropia. 1 millimeter increase will cause the 3 diopter of myopia, or 1 millimeter decrease will cause 3 diopter of hypermetropia. So this is the second is the curvatural myopia, increased curvature of the cornea, lens or both. Index myopia, increased refractive index of the lens with the nuclear sclerosis. When the cataract will develop after the age or senile cataract, there will be nuclear sclerosis. So it will increase the refractive index of the eye. So that will cause the myopia. It is called nuclear or index myopia. It is also called second sight. Why it is called second sight? Anyone? Due to the index myopia, there will be second sight. Why? किसी को मालूम? बताओ, खड़े होकर बोलो. Due to this index myopia. Very good. because at the age of, I already told, at the age of 40 year there will be need of the presbyopic glasses. Okay, so patient have to use +1 or +2 or +3 diopter lenses to see the near objects, है ना, to read the books or to do the near work. But due to this nuclear index or index myopia, again he can see the object without glasses, है ना, without these presbyopic glasses. That is called the सेकंड साइट, है ना. पेशेंट को बिना चश्मे के दोबारा दिखने लग गया, तो उसको तो लगता है कोई जादू हो गया मेरे, अभी तक तो मुझे चश्मा लगाना पड़ रहा था और अब मुझे बिना चश्मे के ही क्लियर दिख रहा है. लेकिन उसको ये नहीं पता दिस इज ड्यू टू कैटरेक्ट, है ना. नाउ ही विल रिक्वायर्ड कैटरेक्ट सर्जरी. पहले तो उसको खुशी होती है कि मज़ा आ गया यार, बिना चश्मे के दिख रहा है, लेकिन उसका डिस्टेंस विजन विल डिक्रीज ड्यू टू दिस मायोपिया. पोजिशनल मायोपिया ड्यू टू द एंटीरियर डिस्प्लेसमेंट ऑफ द लेंस or subluxation of the lens. Myopia due to the excessive accommodation. Then clinical types of myopia: congenital, simple or developmental, degenerative or acquired myopia. Congenital myopia common in premature babies or with birth defect. It is stationary, associated with the increase in axial length or esotropia. Other congenital anomalies may be associated with this eye, and early and full correction under cycloplegia is required. Poor prognosis in unilateral cases with severe myopia and anisometropia due to chances of amblyopia development. Second type is the simple myopia. It is the physiological or school myopia. Commonest type result due to abnormal biological variation in development of eye. Usually start at the age of 7 to 10 years and moderate severity, usually less than 5 diopter, and there are no or little changes in the retina. Third is the degenerative or pathological myopia. It is progressive in nature, related to hereditary general growth process. Heredity linked growth of retina, factors affecting general growth process. Age of onset is early adult type, and it will cross this 5 diopter. It may reach up to 6, 8, 10 or 15 or 20 diopter of myopia. The physiology: degenerative changes in sclera due to the genetic factors lead to more growth of retina, that cause stretching of sclera, will lead to increase axial length of the eye. Again, if it is increasing more, lead to degeneration of the choroid, degeneration of retina and degeneration of the vitreous, which will lead to decreased vision, and these are due to the general growth process. In the retina, changes are seen the myopic crescent. You will see the yellow lines surrounding the optic disc. Which structure is optic disc in this photo? कोई बता सकता है इसमें? Which structure is optic disc? Yellow. Which yellow? The round structure from which the blood vessels are coming out, है ना? That is the optic disc, है ना? So surrounding the optic disc there will be myopic crescent. Lacquer cracks in seen due to the breaks in the Brooks membrane at the level of choroid. Subretinal neovascularization is present. Subretinal hemorrhages. These are the changes seen in the degenerative myopia or pathological myopia. Foster-Fuchs spots and posterior staphyloma may be seen in cases of the pathological myopia at the level of retina. Complications in high myopia or pathological myopia are macular hemorrhages, retinal tears or detachment are more common, vitreous hemorrhages, choroidal hemorrhage, complicated cataract, nuclear sclerosis and primary open angle glaucoma. Clinical features of myopia or symptoms: distant blurred vision, decrease in the vision. Usually parents will bring their child that he is unable to see the blackboard in school class. Whenever he sits in last rows, he is unable to see the blackboard. और teacher will tell their parents कि इसको पीछे से कुछ नहीं दिखता है, जब इसको आगे बिठाते हैं तो इसको ब्लैकबोर्ड दिखता है. These are the common complaint by the parents or teachers. Half shutting of eyes. half shutting of the eyes is the compensatory mechanism to decrease the myopia patient, because it will decrease the peripheral rays and only central rays which will focus or try to focus at the fovea. Asthenotic symptoms must be voluntary due to the vitreous changes, night blindness in pathological myopia, and divergent squint may be there. Signs: prominent eyeball. Eyeball will see large, more than normal. Large cornea. Anterior chamber will be deep. These are the signs of myopia. You will see in clinical postings. Anterior chamber is deep. What is the normal depth of anterior chamber? अभी बताया मैंने. What? 2.5 to 4 millimeter. So it will be deeper in cases of myopia and shallower in cases of hypermetropia. Large and sluggish reacting pupil and fundus examination already told, seen in degenerative myopia. Now we come to the treatment of myopia. Concave lenses are the main treatment of myopia, है ना, इन फॉर्म ऑफ ग्लासेज, है ना. जितने भी लोगों के तुमको चश्मा लग रहा है, इनमें से ऑलमोस्ट मोस्ट ऑफ देम आर मायोपिक. So what will convex lens will do? They will divert the rays, and the rays which are focusing in front of retina will now focus at the level of retina. Second option is if someone is not interested in glasses or due to this cosmetically disfigure, we can prescribe contact lenses. Okay. Optical minimum, what will be minimum of acceptance providing maximum vision in cases of low myopia, or myopia की grading होती है ना, low, moderate and high. Low myopia means less than 3, moderate 3 to 6, and high myopia is more than 6 diopter. So in low myopia or moderate young children, glasses required only for isometropia. Less than 2-year children, if myopia is more than 4 diopter. In 2 to 3 year, more than 3 diopter. In anisometropic cases, more than 2.5 diopter. Give full correction under cycloplegia and avoid over correction in cases of hypermetropia. Less than 30 year, full correction. More than 30 year, less than full correction, which is compliant with the comfortable near vision. In high myopia, under correction is done to avoid the near vision problems and due to magnification of image. Contact lenses are better in cases of high myopia to avoid image magnification. Then the third treatment is the surgical treatment. In surgical treatment, we can do the radial keratotomy, which is an old method. Then lamellar corneal refractive procedures, and third is the laser based procedures like PRK, LASIK, LASIK, C-LASIK, E-LASIK or femtolasic. These are the different type of lasers used to correct the myopia. Other corneal refractive procedures are orthokeratology, intracorneal contact lenses, intrastromal corneal ring segments, and gel injectable adjustable keratoplasty. Intraocular refractive surgeries can be done. Phakic refractive lenses, we can implant artificial lenses over the natural lens, and refractive lens exchange means we remove the natural crystalline lens and we will implant the artificial lens according to the degree of myopia. So these are the surgical options for the treatment of myopia. So this is about the, now in next class we will read about the hypermetropia and astigmatism. Okay, ढंग से पढ़ लेना इसको, ठीक है ना. हर जगह पूछा जाएगा लगभग हर एग्जाम में, सेमिस्टर एग्जाम में, है ना. हमारे जो भी वार्ड लिविंग्स होंगी सब जगह पूछा जाएगा. इंस्ट्रूमेंट में भी, थ्योरी में भी क्वेश्चन आएगा, तो पक्का क्वेश्चन आएगा रिफ्रैक्टिव एरर से रिलेटेड, ये मान के चलो. एंड ये भी तुमसे एक्सपेक्ट किया जाता है कि रिफ्रैक्टिव एरर सबको आती है ना. जो नहीं आती है इसका मतलब उसने बिल्कुल भी कुछ भी नहीं पढ़ा है, फिर समझ गए. Thank you.